everyone, I'm Icha Chairunissa. The study number is 222-322-0096. I'm from class 3A. I'm proudly present the materials under the title Multilingual English. Let's begin our discussion about multilingual English. So, what is multilingual English? Multilingual English refers to the use of English in a multilingual context, where individuals or groups are able to communicate in more than one language. Multilingualism is becoming increasingly important in today's globalized world, where people from different linguistic backgrounds need to communicate and collaborate effectively. Multilingual English can refer to spoken or written English that is used alongside other languages, or to English that has been translated or adapted for multilingual audiences. Multilingual English can also refer to the language skills or individuals who are able to speak or understand English along with other languages. Multilingualism is particularly important for students who are developing proficiency in multiple languages, including English as an additional language. Multilingual English is important for several reasons. 1. Cognitive benefits. Learning a new language boosts cognitive functions, such as memory, problem solving, and multitasking. 2. Social and economic advantages. Being multilingual can enhance opportunities for social interactions, economic advancement, and intercultural communication. 3. Academic success. Students who are bilingual or who study multiple languages perform better in school than their peers. They have better literacy skill, large vocabulary skills, and perform better on standardized academic exams that students take for college entrance. 4. Cultural awareness. Multilingualism promotes cultural awareness and understanding, which is essential in today's globalized world. 5. Professional development. Being multilingual can provide a competitive edge in the job market, especially in fields such as international business, diplomacy, and tourism. Overall, multilingual English is important because it provides cognitive, social, academic, cultural, and professional benefits to individuals who are able to communicate in more than one language. Next slide. Why it's important to consider the audience's language needs and preferences. First, effective communication. If the audience doesn't understand the language used in the presentation, the message will not be conveyed effectively. By considering the audience's language needs and preferences, the presenter can ensure that the message is understood by everyone. And the next, cultural sensitivity. Different cultures have different language preferences and sensitivities. By considering the audience's language needs and preferences, the presenter can avoid using language that may be offensive or inappropriate. And the next, audience engagement. When the audience feels that the presenter is speaking directly to them in their preferred language, they are more likely to engage with the presentation and retain the information presented. And the next, wider reach. By considering the audience's language, needs, and preferences, the presenters can reach a wider audience. This is particularly important in today's globalized world, where multilingualism is becoming increasingly important. Overall, considering the audience's language needs and preferences is essential for effective communication, cultural sensitivity, audience engagement, and reaching a wider audience. And the next slide. Language can impact communication and understanding in several ways, such as first, language barriers. Language barriers can create misunderstandings, misinformation, distortions, fatal error, and frustration disasters. When people speak different languages, they may not understand each other, leading to communication breakdowns. And then second, cultural differences. Different cultures have different language preferences and sensitivities. Language can impact communication and understanding when people from different cultures use language in different ways or have different interpretation of word or phrases. And the next, linguistic ability. Even when two people speak the same language, there may be significant differences in their linguistic ability. For example, a person with a strong vocabulary may use complex words that are not readily understood by their peers. And then next, I have stereotypes. Language can perpetuate stereotypes and biased beliefs. Even the slightest differences in language use can correspond with biased beliefs of the speakers, according to the research. And the next, misinterpretation. Language can be misinterpreted, leading to misunderstanding and miscommunication. When people use language in different ways or have different interpretations of words or phrases, they may not understand each other's intended meaning. Overall, language can impact communication and understanding in many ways, including language barriers, cultural differences, linguistic ability, stereotypes, and misinterpretation. By being aware of these factors, individuals can work to overcome language barriers and improve communication and misunderstanding. And the next slide. Common multilingual mistakes and how to avoid them. First, relying on automated translation. It can be useful, but they are not always accurate. To avoid this mistake, it is recommended to use professional translation services or hire a native speaker to review the translation. Second, not conducting audience research. It's important to understand the audience's language needs and preferences before creating multilingual content. Conducting audience research can help to ensure that the content is relevant and effective. Third, using the same keywords that their direct translation. It can result in poor search engine optimization performance. It's important to conduct proper keyword research for each language version. Fourth, first language interference. It can occur when rules from the native language affect the second language. To avoid this mistake, it is recommended to learn the rules of the second language and practice speaking and also writing in the language. Fifth, perspective errors. It occurs when there are errors in the way we think about learning a language. It is recommended to have a positive attitude toward language learning and understand the process of learning a language. In conclusion, multilingualism is increasingly viewed as a valuable asset in today's society. Researchers and education recognizing the numerous benefits of being multilingual, ranging from individual cognitive advantages to workplace and social benefits. As the world becomes more interconnected, being able to communicate in multiple languages is becoming increasingly valuable. Roughly 60% of the world's population is already bilingual or multilingual, and this trend is expected to continue. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much for your great attention. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your listening. May all those I have shared be beneficial for all of us. Thank you. Bye bye.